Welcome to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube channel. Please be advised all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only, based 100% on my own opinion, my own theories, and my own research. All of my information can be found on the public domain and falls under the fair use guidelines. Please feel free to do your own research. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Get yourself a snack and a good beverage, guys, because we have some new information. So apparently Prince Harry has received a substantial amount of money from Penguin Random House for his book advance. It is rumored to be up to $20 million. I personally don't believe it is that high, but they're investing a lot of money into this book because they are expecting bombshell revelations. They're expecting some juicy tea. They've already seen the manuscript. From what I've heard, he's been working on this for well over a year and has a professional ghostwriter that he hired, so they know what's in the book. Now here's the weird thing. They're waiting until late 2022 to publish the book. And you guys, it just gets worse from here. Her Majesty the Queen will be celebrating her Platinum Jubilee in June of 2022, marking 70 years on the throne, making her the longest ruling monarch in history. So they're going to have a huge celebration, a week-long celebration, probably a year-long celebration, to be honest with you. And it's going to be a huge event for Her Majesty and the royal family. The other huge event, unfortunately, that's happening in August of 2022 is the 25th anniversary of Princess Diana's death. It is rumored that Harry plans to release his book during that timeline. So he's cashing in on the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and on the death of his mother. Of course, they're calling it, well, he's, a sentimental reason as to why he wants to release it during, August to honor his late mother. Well, we all know this is a marketing tactic to make book sales. Penguin Random House, they're investing a lot of money. They need this book to sell. Right? And we talked about it in the last video that what exactly is Harry going to teach us about life? A pampered prince living in a $15 million mansion who has everything done for him doesn't exactly have the same life lessons that the average person has. And about his military career, I believe there was already a book in the past where he talked about that. What else is he going to share with them? What else is he going to share with the general public? Not to mention he's, saying, well, I'm giving all the proceeds to charity because I'm such a nice charitable guy. Well, he's failing to tell people he's making millions of dollars to write the book, so he is cashing in. And when they give the proceeds to charity, the publishing house takes about 60% of that. So literally only 40% of the actual book sale profits are going to a charity, which is fine. It's still a nice gesture. However, don't make this that you're Mother Teresa and you're doing it from the goodness of your heart and that you're not benefiting from this book because you're getting paid millions of dollars to slam your family and, live off the memory of your deceased mother, because he's cashing in on the death of his mother once again. He plays on the sympathy card to get sales. Sympathy for sales. That's pathetic. You should be able to write a book on your own merit, but no, he's writing it on the Queen's Jubilee coattails and the death of his mother. And then says, well, I'm such a nice guy. I'm donating the proceeds to charity, but forgetting about the $20 million he's pocketing. So he is selling out his family. I don't care if he gives proceeds to charity. You're literally getting paid to trash your family once again. Just like they said on the Oprah Winfrey interview, well, he didn't make any money. You're right. Your foundation received a couple $1 million. So technically you did get paid for the interview. So he likes to tout himself as some charitable person, some social justice warrior. They're just trying to make the world a better place through kindness. Through kindness, by cashing in, by trashing your family, and living off the death of your mother. That's not exactly a social justice warrior who's spreading kindness. It's called lining your pocketbook off the backs and the pain of others that you're causing. He accuses the press of doing all these salacious things and living off of his mother, yet he's doing the exact same thing. And I think it's actually worse because it is his mother. I feel so bad for Prince William that his brother's just cashing in on hurting the family and on the death of their mom. So the other part of this is, Harry has made it known that he wants to have his daughter have a royal christening with Her Majesty in attendance at Windsor Castle. It's like he wants to be the royal with all the trimmings and all the benefits with none of the work, but then he trashes the family in the same breath. So which is it? If there's such a horrible group of people, why do you want to be a part of it? Why do you keep running around with your titles and trying to align yourself and telling people, oh, the Queen's on Zoom call and she saw Lily. Oh, the Queen talks to, Archie on Zoom. We're fine. And you put on a show at, your mother's statue unveiling, acting like you and William are doing great, and make sure it's on camera, guys. Look at us. We're standing together. Get the money shot. Get the money shot. We're still talking, which is bullcrap because we all know that William was not having it. And now, they had also mentioned how they wanted to be part of the Platinum Jubilee. They wanted to stand on the balcony with the royal family and be part of the celebration. Why do you want to be part of this celebration when you're also writing a tell-all book slamming the royal family? Now, he's not slamming the Queen technically, even though he said she was a bad mother. He's not slamming her because I think he knows that would be the end of him. Okay, you don't mess with Granny. The Queen she means a lot to a lot of people. She's a very iconic figure to the nation and to many countries. So he knows better than to throw a stone at her. You know what I mean? But he'll throw it at Charles and William and Kate and pretty much anyone else. So he's skating on thin ice here. And he's really, really, really has to think about what he's doing. Yes, he's making a lot of money right now, but as we all know, that money can go very quickly. His Netflix deals and his Spotify deal are not set in stone. Those kinds of deals are made for production. If you don't produce, they're not going to keep paying you the millions of dollars. They're going to cut their ties. So Harry and his wife have one shot to show the networks that they're worth that money. If they have a couple of bombs, they're done. They're not going to keep them around for the next 5-6 years and keep giving them chances to produce shows while they're paying them millions of dollars. They're not going to do that. Spotify is on the brink of suing them for lack of content, for breach of contract. They produced one podcast that was 36 minutes to lackluster reviews in a year. And now they've hired a big producer to help them because they have no talent. They have no work ethic. They have no experience that's actually making them worth the millions of dollars they're being paid. So they're cashing in all these paychecks right now, but they're not producing what they're promising people. They're overdoing their plate. He has that job at Better Up. And, she had the book The Bench, which, by the way, is no longer on the bestseller list. It's tanked. Now he has a book. He has one show in the works called The Heart of Invictus, which is coming out next year for Netflix. Megan has her new show, Pearl, that's coming out, I guess, next year. But Spotify, they don't have anything. So they had to hire a high-powered, very expensive, experienced producer to save their sinking ship of Archwell Audio. They are piling and piling and piling and cashing in. But pretty soon, people are going to be looking at them like you're not producing anything. So right now, he's making a ton of money off this book. but at what cost? His friendships, his relationships with his family, his reputation. This book is not going to make him popular. There's a very small group of people who are actually fans of them, and they're losing them daily because people are starting to see through the mirage and the fakeness that they put out to the world. You can only point your finger at people, so many times. There's a famous saying, you point a finger at one person, but you have 4 fingers pointing back at yourself. So Harry and Meghan people are starting to see, all the stuff that they're spewing isn't accurate, isn't true. So the shiny object syndrome with Harry and Meghan is fading fast. Their glitter is starting to fall. The bloom is falling off of the rose. So time will tell. But there's rumors that Her Majesty could disinvite Harry and Meghan from the Platinum Jubilee because now they're becoming a very dangerous distraction. And all of these accusations is very dangerous to the royal family. They're turning the court of public opinion against the royals. So all this negativity and hatred that Harry is putting out toward the royal family is very dangerous to them, for their well-being, for their safety. They're turning a lot of people against them, against the establishment. There's been a lot of negative things happening in the press, and now that Harry's coming out and accusing the royal family of these things, it is becoming very dangerous. He's a threat, not only for reputation, but for safety. So Harry and Meghan could find themselves ousted completely from the royal family for a security standpoint. I personally feel the royal family should just cut them off. They're not really family anymore, They're moving further down the line. They're causing a lot of problems for them. And people could start backlashing against the royals because of something Harry and Meghan said or accused them of. He's putting his royal family in danger. He talks about he's so worried about himself and Archie and Meghan and their security, but he's not thinking about what he's doing to his family. He is now putting them at risk. A lot of people are listening to what Harry and Meghan are saying, especially the younger generation. They believe about the racism. They believe all the mistreatment. What would happen if someone attacked one of the royals because of something Harry and Meghan said? You have to think about that. We're living in very volatile times. We've had statues being toppled of the Queen because of what happened in those schools. We had people applauding an Indian actress who was a friend of Meghan who supposedly snubbed Kate at Wimbledon, and people were like, yeah, that's right. Don't talk to Kate. She was mean to Meghan. People literally were applauding this woman for being rude and inappropriate to the royals at Wimbledon. By the way, it wasn't a snub. I saw the video. But what I'm saying is Harry is actually putting his family in danger by saying these awful, accusations. But he doesn't think about that, nor does he care. It's all about himself, and it's all about money. So by him writing this book and by him publishing it during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee or around the anniversary of his mother's death, he literally is sealing his fate of being completely 100% ousted by his family. This could happen. And as of today, Lilibet is still not listed on the line of succession. So now he's trying to get this royal christening for his daughter, and he's demanding or requesting Her Majesty be there. Then he wants to be invited to the Royal Jubilee. And then he wants to tell everyone, oh, by the way, hey, here's my book. What is he going to give his family, a signed copy of his book for Christmas? You know what I mean? I really doubt those Zoom calls are even happening anymore. I heard a rumor that the supposed Zoom call with Lily and the Queen never happened. Because you got to think about it. Those Zoom calls are probably being recorded. No one's getting on a Zoom call with this guy. No one trusts him. And now that the book Revelation has come out, oh my goodness, this isn't going to end well for Harry. And in a couple of years, when him and Megsy are divorced, he's going to be a very lonely man. A very lonely and broke man. And his family may or may not be there. So what do you guys think? Do you think Her Majesty is going to disinvite Harry and Meghan from the Platinum Jubilee? Do you think she's going to do the royal christening? Do you think the website is actually going to be updated with Lilibet on the line of succession? Or do you think the royal family is going to completely cut them off? And are you worried about the royal family's security? Do you think this book is going to offer more damaging information and put them at security risk? Leave your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please help me get to 10,000 subscribers. If you do, guys, we're going to have a huge giveaway. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe because it really helps the channel. Make sure to check me out on TikTok and Instagram. And I am working on the website. I will have more details coming soon. Thank you and have an awesome day.